Hey everyone, welcome back to Toasty TCG. So this weekend was North American Nationals. I wasn't able to attend it this year, but instead this weekend I went to my locals for our monthly GOAT tournament, and I got first place playing Cat Control. Deck was really fun and different to like a lot of things. I chose Cat Control over Cat Aggro because the aggro version is just like it's very boring, but it's also like it can be very bricky too because you have to like have the cat, you have to have like one or two last wills, ideally giant Trunade. There's just too many factors about the cat OTK that I just didn't like. Like at first I was playing like cat control smokescreen into it if I lost game one, so that way I can just like smokescreen to an OTK. But I just found way too often it just wasn't efficient. It was just like it just wasn't working out ideally. So I just went with cat control and then just like a very well-rounded side deck. My matchups, there's 3 rounds today. I played against Reasoning Gate, Horus Control, and Thunderclap. Overall deck played very well. There's a few changes I think I can make to this deck, but otherwise I think it played out pretty ideally. There wasn't really any issues I had with the list, but let's get right into it. First off with like the beast package, of course. We got our 3 rescue cats. The prismatic ultimate rare is really nice. This thing looks awesome. It's like your main value engine. It's kind of like what makes it like really good is because you can rescue cat into 3 wicked worm beast. It's kind of like your thunder dragon. It's like cat control is very similar to like a chaos deck in the aspect that like you're concerned about, instead of like concerned about your attributes, you're concerned about the types. Having like the beast that you get off rescue cat, there's a lot of interactions in that sort of sense, if that makes sense. And then like instead of like your worm beast being destroyed by a rescue cat in the end phase, they actually return to the hand. So they're sort of like a spirit monster. The main difference, which it like at first it's not going to seem like a big deal, but it actually is. This card is returned to your hand at the end of your turn, not the turn that's summoned. That actually will come up. It's it's a pretty interesting difference. For our one-of cat targets, we're playing Mindless Radiant, Death Wombat, and Panda. Panda, of course, is just the aggro panda. Death Wombat is just the biggest monster you can summon off Rescue Cat, if you're not counting like Panda with certain scenarios. And Mindless Radiant just pumps all your Earths by 500, so it can help push. And then to finish out the Beast package, 2 Mana Core of Darkness. This card just has a lot of cool interactions with like discard outlets, metamorphosis. If your opponent like outs it, you can just summon it back. And finally, just like 1 giant rat. I think giant rat's like it's okay. It's nothing like crazy. There's times it's like you can like crash the giant rat, summon panda, swing the panda, which was kind of cool. But otherwise, like giant rat was like it wasn't like really anything fantastic. Onto just like the more generically control aspect of the deck. We got 3 scapegoats and the 3 metamorphosis. So very interestingly enough is your Manticore Darkness can send from hand or your side of the field to the grave. But because the scapegoats are tokens, I don't believe that they interact. But it's just like something worth knowing. I could be wrong on that. That could be like an old ruling that it does, but I don't believe it does. Yeah, it's like the generic, the scapegoats, the metamorphosis is just good stuff. 2 creature swaps. So this card is really crazy with the rescue cat, because if you summon something off the cat and then swap it away on the end phase, it'll get destroyed by rescue cat. However, if you swap away your worm beast, it won't get bounced back because it's bouncing back at the end of your turn, meaning the opponent's end phase now. That's just something worth knowing. So If you summon the Worm Beast off the Rescue Cat, it'll get destroyed by a Rescue Cat. But if you just like go normal summon the Worm Beast, creature swap it, then it won't go back to your hand until their end phase if it's still on the field. 2 knocks, just very standard. We're pretty much into like the very basic stuff. Snatch Steal, MST, Heavy, Trio, 2 Raigeki breaks. Pretty like similar to my Chaos Control list, where it's just like pretty much like the main way I built this deck was I just cut the Chaos stuff and put the Cat Control stuff in. So there are a good chunk of like similar card choices here. Ring, Mirror Force, Call, Tsukiyomi, Tribe, Serpent, Sangan, Breaker, and the 2 Moths. I didn't want to play any other flips. Moth was kind of just like the best one, of course. So I didn't want to like, I could have played Spy, I guess, but I was kind of cutting down on like, when I mean I cut like the Chaos package for the Beast package, I cut down like most of the lights and darks. Moth was just like, I don't feel like this is a negotiable card if you're on a control deck. I definitely think that if you're gonna play control, you play your Moths. Onto the side deck. 1 Zing Zenhu. I think this card's just really funny. Typically, like, I feel like if you Zing Zenhu someone, they're just super thrown off. And it's like, once you get Zing Zenhu'd, you don't want to get Zing Zenhu'd again. So people will just be like very cautious when setting their cards after like getting hit by one of these. It kind of just like creates like this mini game of like, if you have a set card, is it going to be Zing Zenhu, and makes your opponent not want to commit to their back row. Very cool. The 3rd Raigeki break, I usually just side it in if I'm going to go first. 1 Asura Priest, I didn't side it all day. I don't know if it could be something else, but no, I'm not really sure. 1 Death Wombat. We're playing the 2nd Death Wombat because at our locals there's a Royal Magical Library FTK player, so I just felt like it was necessary to play this. So I might even up it to like a 3rd Wombat, just to, like, be extra like cautious. 1 Kinetic Soldier. It's for warriors, so I didn't like side it in all day. I guess I could side it against Thunderclap, but I don't think it was really that like necessary. 2 Kaikus. This went in against the Reasoning Gate and put in so much work. Card was fantastic. I don't think it went in past that, but when I saw the cards today, it was great. 2 more Pandas. This card is just really good. If you don't want the Death Wombat, I feel like that's the side out, is like you side out the Death Wombat, side in like a Panda, and there's like other things you side out, play the 3rd Panda. In like certain matchups, like you're playing against Control, or like of course like Reasoning Gate, where it's like they're gonna have like their scapegoats, having 3 Panda is just so good. Like there's times where I'll go like MST a back row to try to force out a scapegoat, and then go normal Cat, go into double Panda, and just hit for 51 piercing if the math's right. 2 level limits. Most of this deck is just level 3s. This is like such a good card that you can't really play into other decks, where in this deck, like, you're gonna have Thousand Eye Restrict, that's a level 1. You're gonna have your Pandas, Wombats, Wicked Worm Beast are all level 3s. This deck pairs really well with the level limit. 1 Swords, basically like your 3rd level limit. It's just like against like aggro decks, like I sided in against like the Reasoning Gate. If I play against like Warrior or anything like that, it goes in. This card just like, it's very effective, and just like, it's kind of like I said, I think I said this in my last GOAT video, it's kind of like a time walk. It's like skipping through your opponent's battle phases in a format where it's like the battle phase is pretty important in GOAT. So just being able to skip 3 of those in a row if they don't have the out, it's just like, it can be really just backbreaking. Finally, 3 Minecons. This card was honestly, like, I have mixed feelings about it today. It's like not being able to tribute actually kind of messed me up. There's a point where it's like I sided them in, forgetting I can't do that, and then I opened Minecon meta. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be insane, and I realized, like, oh wait, I can't tribute the thing that I take with the Minecon, so I had to play it a little different than I intended. So maybe I can fit Brain Cons into this deck. I think adding Brain Cons to this deck would up like the chance for me to like play more aggressive as well. Just so like I'm probably like cut the Asura Priest. I forget what else I think I can cut out of here. But I think I could have cut the Asura Priest and something else so I could play Brain Cons in the deck. Just so I have, like, I can Brain Con Metamorphosis, or I can just Brain Con now. I have, like, another body to attack with. Just, like, go, like, Brain Con, take, normal Rescue Cat, go into double Worm Beast, and just hit for over 3k would be really nice. But the Mind Cons, if you play against, like a Flip Summon deck, like Chaos Turbo or anything like that, that'd be, of course, very useful. But yeah, overall, deck worked out really great. I had a solid time. I'm glad I played something that's like a little different than like what most people will play. This deck was really awesome, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about cat control as a deck, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.